All right, y'all. So I'm back. I'm going to be reviewing content. This is a video. This is from a dash cam. Um, this is a woman, a 19-year-old pregnant black woman who was taking her child to get some donuts, and then she ends up being harassed and tased by some road pirates. So I want y'all to see this because I want y'all to really take this all in to realize how oppressed you really are.
Get out! Get out! Stop resisting!
When a routine traffic stop escalates to a young mother being tased after refusing to exit her vehicle, it's nearly impossible to imagine how everything could have gone so terribly wrong.
Put it in park. Okay, shoot me. You're about to get tased. Put the car in park. Put the car in park. Help me! Help me! Please stop. Kill me, please.
Even more incomprehensible is that the reason for this hysterical reaction actually stems from a brutal killing that took place nearly 30 miles away. You're about to encounter some of the most insane and unhinged body cam footage we've ever seen as this shocking incident plays out. On the morning of September 22nd, 2021, Officer Bailey with the Pearland Police Department located in Texas was patrolling the section of road in front of a local elementary school, setting out traffic cones and monitoring the flow of vehicles. At around 8:24 a.m., his LiDAR picks up a car coming up at a dangerous speed of 48 miles per hour, and he steps into the road in an attempt to slow the car down and speak with the driver. It's likely the officer was just going to issue a warning and send the driver on her way, but
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that the officer was going to issue a warning. And as he stated earlier, her brother was just killed by some cops just 2 days prior to this. So they don't even realize that people are traumatized by the police, that they are afraid of the police. They see the police as good actors, but really, in a lot of people's eyes, they see the police as thugs, as terrorists, and they are terrified of the police. So maybe to other people, her reaction was unhinged. But when you are terrified, I don't know why they assume that you're supposed to see the police as the good guys, but a lot of people don't.
then this happens.
Tell me what the f is going on so I can go. Y'all already killed my brother. I'm not finna do this morning. Pull over. No, what's going on? Pull over. We'll talk. No, are you telling everybody else to pull over? Are you telling everybody else to pull over? Pull up. All right.
In response to the young driver's irate reaction and subsequent flight, Officer Bailey jumps on his patrol motorcycle and pursues her. Unfortunately for this young woman,
See, the problem is that nobody's telling these people that they're slaves. They think that they're actually free. This is what they're telling everybody. You're free, you have rights. And then when you go out into the real world, you realize, oh, I actually don't have rights. I'm a slave. I have to do what they tell me to do. This is basically martial law. So I feel like people are sending mixed messages. They're telling this is a 19-year-old girl. She doesn't know any better. She doesn't know that she doesn't realize the consequences of not obeying her masters.
she's about to learn the hard way that driving nearly 50 miles per hour in an active school zone is in fact against the law.
She is at the moment. Stop!
The driver is 19-year-old Janisha Lewis, traveling with her 3-year-old son in the early hours of the morning to purchase breakfast.
You pulling me over? Leave me alone. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go. Leave me alone. You killed my brother. I'm done. I didn't kill anybody. I'm done. I'm done. Leave me alone. I'm grieving. My brother just died. You put it in park. No! Leave me alone. He wanna with me early this morning and I didn't do that.
Right? She's saying, leave me alone. That's how a lot of us feel. Leave us the fuck alone. Stop harassing us all the time.
Get away from me.
Put it in park. Put it in park. You're fixing to have a whole lot of problems.
Okay, shoot me.
Put it in park.
Okay, shoot me. Kill me. Send me where my brother's at.
And she says this several times. She keeps saying, shoot me, kill me. I don't think, I mean, people think she's crazy. No, being terrorized by these police is hell. Like, it's people, I mean, this is no way to live. So for a lot of people, they would rather just be shot than to deal with their tyranny. Nobody wants to live like this.
Brother Janisha is referring to is 30-year-old Dion Leddit, who had died in a shootout with police just 2 days earlier. Later interviews with Janisha would reveal that she saw her brother as her protector and that she was afraid of police for this reason. However, what Janisha doesn't mention is that when the Houston Police Department's Major Offenders Division arrived at fugitive Dion's home to serve the latest in a long line of arrest warrants, Dion responded by opening fire on them through the closed door, injuring one police officer and killing another. Since 2008, Dion had been arrested 18 times and had obtained 2 felony convictions. His run-in with the law included arrests for aggravated assault of a family member, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and evading arrest, among others. Clearly, it was a dangerous situation, and it ended terribly.
Put it in park.
Kill me in my job.
That ain't gonna happen. Put it in park.
No,
I'm trying to do my job. You're making it difficult. You're way out of control, okay?
Okay, let me go.
I'm Officer Bailey. Officer Bailey, Pearland Police Department.
Why you stop me?
For speeding in a school zone.
I was speeding. How many miles were I going?
48 and a 30.
Man, get
the car in park.
No! Being in park!
Put the car in.
Okay, so I researched this, and she's in Texas, so I can actually speak to this. So the law is that you have to drive at a speed that is reasonable and prudent, but in urban districts, you can have you can't have a rigid speed limit except in urban districts. So a school zone could have a rigid speed limit. So they're technically right on the law. I don't know that there were children around. I don't know if there actually was a safety hazard going on, but at the same time, her brother just got killed by the police, so she's still facing PSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Excuse me.
Man,
Put the car in park.
Can open my door. This is against my rights. Look.
The officer is taking appropriate action by ordering Janisha to exit her vehicle. Under Pennsylvania v. Mims, the United States Supreme Court held that allowing police to require a driver to exit their car was only a mere inconvenience to the driver in comparison to the safety benefits to police.
They're always concerned about the safety of the police. What about our safety? How do they know that we feel safe getting out and that we're not going to get shot in the back of our heads? Like, there's times where you don't want to pull out, you don't want to pull over on some dirt road. Maybe you want to go to a gas station where there's cameras, where there's witnesses, and then they say that you're trying to escape. And it's like, no, I'm trying to get to a safe place. I don't want to pull over somewhere where you can shoot me, and then the body cam footage mysteriously disappears.
Here, Janisha isn't complying with any police orders, such as putting the car in park and calming herself down, despite that this is a valid traffic stop. These types of orders aren't deemed to infringe on First, Fourth, Fifth, or 14th Amendments, namely freedom of speech, search and seizure, self-incrimination, and due process.
Put the car in park.
No.
Officer.
But nobody's telling them that. I mean, they hold you to these laws. A layperson does not know this stuff, and they think they have been brainwashed to think that they're free. So when they encounter these situations, they don't even know how to react. They don't see these police officers as a legitimate authority over them. They're like, who the hell are you?
Dela Cruz arrives on the scene to assist Officer Bailey.
Man, I'm about to break the window out, man.
Drive out. He's grabbing on me!
You're fixing to put the car in park!
Mommy,
You stop! Put the car in park!
Stop!
So he's manhandling her, he's assaulting her, and he's telling her to stop. And then if you don't let them abuse you, then you're resisting. It's just like a damn rapist. Stop fighting back. Just let me do what I want. I mean, their main concern is having control over the situation. And the fact that you don't want to be controlled is resistance. And that is a crime in and of itself. So you're supposed to just obey them like a slave. You don't have any rights.
Put the car in park!
Stop! If they hit me, I'm a bitch. Leave me alone, Homer! Come get them!
Homer is
When I tell y'all that the law is predicated upon violence or threat thereof, this is what I'm talking about. It's all based on physical force. You don't have, I mean, they try to make it seem all peachy, like it's just about legalese and you just coming in and paying a fine. But no, the consequence of you not obeying them, when it all, I mean, at the end of the day, they're going to use violent brute force.
Homer Ortiz, Janisha's longtime boyfriend and the father of the 3-year-old child still strapped in the back seat of the car. Homer has been on the phone with Janisha the entire time. In fact, he's the one who convinced her to stop in the first place.
No! You're not taking my kids!
You're about to get tased.
You're gonna tase me! My baby's in here! What the f*** you doing? Homer, tell them to stop! Man, I'm gonna break my arm!
Unlock the car! Unlock the car!
No! Leave me alone! Break me! Move!
You're about to get tased.
Y'all just
Put the
killed
car
my
in
brother.
park.
Y'all trying to kill me?
Yeah, nobody's trying to kill you.
Get out the car! He pulled me
You're
over for
about
no
to get
reason.
tased.
Homer, no
the car in
fucking
park.
tased. Move!
Take that
This is
seatbelt
my
off.
car.
Take the seatbelt off.
No!
Take the seatbelt off.
I don't have to do shit. I have
Take
a right.
the seat.
Janisha repeats this phrase several times throughout this altercation, but never elaborates on exactly what that right is.
Seatbelt off.
Because he's not a lawyer, but under natural law, you have a right to be left alone. I mean, you have a right to not be harassed by road pirates just because you're trying to take your child to get some damn donuts. Yeah. Let me show this comment. She was going to the grocery store or she was going somewhere to get her child some donuts, and then these road pirates pulled her over. Now they're harassing her. And they're about to inflict wanton acts of violence against her, even though she was harming absolutely no one.
What's my window?
I did.
What's your name? Homer,
Take the
break
seatbelt
my
off.
people. No!
Listen to me, ma'am.
Move!
Put the car in park.
Move!
It's unclear at this point what Janisha's strategy is, but it should be noted that no matter how loudly you scream at police, they're not likely to just go away.
You're just stressing my baby. I'm suing your fucking department. I barely passed the fucking light. I wasn't even
Listen,
by
put the car in park.
No! You!
Put the car.
You!
You need to
Get
stop
out.
being aggressive. Get out of the
I'm
car.
not getting out! You!
Get out of the car.
See, from their perspective, when someone acts like this, they see it as an act of aggression, but really the person is in fear. What are you supposed to do? You're backed in the corner, like if you back a rat into a corner, it's going to attack you. So she thinks the consequences of getting out the vehicle are going to be worse than her sitting in her car. So of course she's not going to get out. She's terrified of the damn police.
I'm not getting out the car!
You need to get out of the car.
No!
You're about to get tased. You need to take that
You're
seatbelt
gonna
off.
tase me for sitting in my car with
Yes,
a seatbelt
you
on?
need it. You
No!
need it.
Call your deputy!
I need to take. You're under arrest. You need to get out.
I'm not under arrest for
You're under arrest.
Her brother was just killed.
Under
She discovered that she was pregnant. I'm so sorry. She's very emotional.
Listen.
Please be patient.
According to Texas law, it's a crime to willfully refuse to obey the lawful order of a police officer.
No, but people don't realize that we don't have rights. They actually think that they're free. And when they come into these situations, they don't even realize how subjugated they really are. And I think that by that point, it's too late. It's like, she's a 19-year-old girl, but really this is her parents' fault. They should have prepared her for situations like this. And it's too late. It's too late. Once this happens, now you want to wake up. But this was happening to so many other, and I'm not blaming her. She's a 19-year-old girl. But her parents should know better. Why aren't people waking up? Why aren't people doing anything? This happens all day, every day, and people just accept it.
And Janisha has already done so twice. First, she refused to yield when the officer tried to stop her. This offense is often referred to as failure to yield, or a similar variation, depending on the state in which it occurs. Second, she refused to get out of the vehicle, another failure to obey a lawful order. In addition, since the officer has grounds to arrest Janisha and likely intends to do just that, she's also now added obstruction charges and possibly resisting arrest charges as well. And Janisha only makes it worse for herself when she starts jerking her arm to the back seat.
She has a child in her back seat who is screaming. What is she supposed to do? So they basically don't have any regard for her as a mother, that she's just an animal who's supposed to obey them, disregard the fact that her child is crying. They come first, even over her damn child. This is how the system works.
Reach in the back. Don't you get out of the car. Get out of the
What the parents should do, first of all, they shouldn't procreate in the first place because they have no ability to protect their children. But if they are going to procreate and breed these children into hell, the least they can do is prepare them to they're being indoctrinated that we live in a free country, we have rights. But when you come into these real situations in real time, you don't have rights. You are a damn slave. You just have to obey. So they're sending mixed messages. Parents need to tell people, you have to obey. Or they need to fight the system. But they're not doing anything. They're completely dropping the ball, leaving these people to learn it the hard way. And that's what this woman is doing right now. Or this, I'm not even going to call her a woman. She's a 19-year-old girl.
car. Do not reach in the back. You're about to get tased. You're about to get tased again. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
They're tasing me.
Get out of the car.
You're under arrest. No. Wait a minute.
Bust up that window and then
My baby. My baby. Help.
Why are they going to bust out the window when the door is already open? This is a 19-year-old girl. You mean to tell me two grown men? She's unarmed. You can't get her out the damn vehicle? I mean, you're already tasing her. Why are you busting out the damn window? This makes no sense.
Help me! Help me! Please
stop.
I'm pregnant, please!
Stop.
Please, I'm pregnant!
She's pregnant and they're tasing her.
You're about to get tased again.
Please, take it for granted. Relax.
Nobody's trying to kill you.
Killing me!
I'm gonna break your window!
Charles 15, you advise one detained.
No, she's fixing to get out of the car. We need another unit. Get out of the car!
Because you're not getting out. You're under arrest.
6 Charles 15, number 13, needs to be K9.
Go!
4905.
No!
Stop reaching around.
In my life! In my life! But let my baby daddy be my son!
Listen to me.
Don't do this to me in front of my son! No!
Get out! We're going to get you out.
No!
Either you're going to get out by yourself or we're going to get you out.
Get me out!
Listen.
Tase me! I'm 3 weeks pregnant!
You're about to get out.
They busted my son! My son is in the car! Get my son, please!
You're under.
Alerted by Janisha's piercing screams, onlookers from cars parked on the opposite side of the road have now gathered to gawk and film the encounter. Janisha, perhaps thinking that these people are on her side and might be willing to help her, begins to direct her screams at them, pleading with one of them to come get her son out of the car, though what they're supposed to do with the child once they have him isn't specified. Officer.
They're not going to help her. They're just going to stand around watching, trying to put something on YouTube or whatever. Like, this is entertainment for them. They're not going to get involved. They're not going to. They're afraid of the police too. They're all slaves.
Officer Bailey and Officer Dela Cruz, after giving her nearly 50 verbal warnings, have no choice but to force her to comply.
Come get my son!
What do you mean they have no choice? They could have left her alone.
Come get my son!
Let me tell you.
Stop! Get out! Get out! Stop resisting! Stop!
Stop resisting. Stop resisting what? I mean, she didn't harm anyone. This is a woman, a pregnant 19-year-old girl who was going to take her child to get some donuts, and this is the result. Now she's being tased and she's about to be thrown in a cage.
Resisting! You're gonna get tased again! Get out! Get out! Get out! Get on the ground! Get down! Get down! Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
Please grab my child, please! Please grab my son! Please come get my son, please! I'm 3 weeks pregnant!
You can't protect your damn children. So, I mean, you just breed your child into hell and you think somebody else is going to protect her son? No. Again, she's only 19. She shouldn't even have children. She already has a 3-year-old and she's pregnant. So, I mean, I think she has a husband. Or someone she was talking to on the phone, but you can't protect your children. So don't put them in a situation in the first place.
We're not trying to do that!
Despite her continued shrieks, none of the onlookers who are filming her are willing to interfere with the arrest to grab her 3-year-old from the back seat of the car that's surrounded by police.
Please! 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 Please come get my baby! Please come get, don't report, please! I didn't do nothing!
Officer Bailey pulls her to her feet as she continues yelling and guides her over to one of the additional police cars that have since pulled up.
Get my baby! Move! Are you gonna talk to my husband?
Yeah, if you'll give me a minute.
Go talk to him! Go talk to him and he
I can't with dealing with you right now.
I'll sit right here until my husband comes. Y'all can't put me back there. Y'all have to wait till he comes.
I don't have to wait.
Y'all have to.
I don't have to do
My
anything.
child is in that car.
Meanwhile, Officer Dela Cruz takes the opportunity to speak with Homer, who's still trying to talk to her through the car's Bluetooth speaker function.
Stop yelling, okay? Can you hear me on the phone? I can hear you. Okay, listen to me. Try to catch your breath, okay? Where are you familiar with Pearland?
Mama,
baby. Hello? Hold on, baby.
Got EMS on the way? Yeah.
No, don't take me nowhere till my husband gets here. Talk to my husband.
Relax.
Talk to my husband.
No, I don't think my parents told me to say yes, sir. My parents didn't say anything. Whatever knowledge I got about the system came from public school, and they taught us that we had rights. So I never realized that I was a slave this whole time. Yeah, I maybe somewhere like in the South. I grew up in Philly, and that's not how we saw it. We didn't see the police as being a legitimate authority over our lives.
Relax.
Talk to my husband. You're not listening. He's not listening. My husband's on the phone, please.
Mama, you have to calm down. Baby, get on the back of my car. Mama, I told you to calm down. Between. Oh my gosh, Mama. Business center. Hey, look, stop trying to talk to her, okay? Right now she's under arrest. Look, I'm out here. Is this your son? Yes, sir, that's my son. Okay, where are you? Hold on, man, hold on. Are you familiar with Pearland?
Though the officer grabs Janisha's phone and starts using it, this likely isn't a violation of her Fourth Amendment rights. There's no search of the phone, and while this may classify as a seizure, we must consider whether or not it's an unreasonable seizure. In this case, having the child's father on the phone when the mother is being arrested, and then using that pre-established conversation to secure the child and provide for his welfare, would likely be seen as a reasonable act with minimal or no implication of the Fourth Amendment. There's likely an officer's safety argument here as well, where the officer would want to establish the nature of the conversation.
I'm so tired of them talking about the police officer safety. You have a monopoly on the use of physical force. You have a whole army on your side. You have weaponry that we're not even allowed to have. You're trying to take away our guns, and then you're worrying about your safety. What about our safety?
to see if the mother had asked others to show up to the area and potentially threaten the officers. However, this is a much weaker argument under these particular circumstances, since it was evident the father of the little boy was trying to get Janisha to calm down and listen to officers. Officer Dela Cruz explains to Homer where they are located and gets some basic information from him. As Homer asks the officer if it's all right if he sends other family members to the scene to collect his son, he explains that they can get there much faster than he can. As they're wrapping up their conversation, Homer offers something on Janisha's behalf, a heartfelt apology.
Do they? Hey, man, listen to me. You don't have anything to apologize for, man. You didn't do anything wrong, so.
She just lost her brother. He passed away. She just found out she was pregnant yesterday, and she's been going through so much there. I'm so sorry.
At this point, Officer Dela Cruz turns his attention to the small pair of eyes peeking at him from the back seat.
Is this your dad on the phone? How old are you, man?
Baby boy, hello. Tell him that you're 3.
You're 3 years old? Okay. Mama's okay, all right? Mama's just a little upset. She was screaming and yelling, so she's okay, okay? She's going to try to calm down and go from there. But yeah, you could go ahead and send somebody to pick up your child. Well, get a hold of your grandparents, and I'll check up on you in a little bit. But that's exactly where we're at.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you so much, officer. I do appreciate it.
Okay.
Let me make the phone call right now.
Y'all bust my windows. Y'all put glass in my eye. For what? For speeding?
No, for resisting arrest.
For you busted my window.
Sure did.
Everything's on camera.
Yes, it is, right
I
here.
didn't resist nothing. You told me, and I said I wasn't getting out of my car.
And that's
And you
resisting. And that's
bust my
resisting.
windows.
That's
Bust
resisting.
my windows. Bust my windows. Go talk to my husband because he's on the phone. And go get my baby. My baby's crying.
Yeah, you
Y'all
did that to
I'm
him.
3 weeks pregnant. I could lose
Well.
my child with what the I did. Yeah, my brother just died 2 days ago.
I'm sorry that happened, but that had nothing to do with me.
No,
The way you're acting.
Y'all are terrible. That's why y'all are gonna suffer. Y'all are gonna suffer. Y'all will suffer.
What Janisha means by suffer will probably never be known because at this point, she spots another officer and immediately calls out to him, seemingly convinced he will be more willing to help her.
The reason she's saying they're going to suffer is because she thinks that the world is fair, that those who do harm to others are going to get what they deserve. That's not how the world works. Those who harm others get away with it, and they continue doing it.
Can you get my baby, please? Please. I want to talk to him.
Exactly. They want you to be robots. You're not allowed to have any type of emotion. You're not supposed to be a human being. You're not supposed to care about the welfare of your own children. You're supposed to just obey like a damn slave.
I don't want to talk to you. Sir, can I please talk to you? Please get him away from me. I want to talk to you alone, please. Get him away from me. They tased me. I'm 3 weeks pregnant. My child is in the car.
Okay, so she's warming up to the black police officer because she thinks he's going to be more empathetic. And yeah, he's not going to treat her like an animal, but he's still a part of the system.
Can you get my baby?
Hey, tell me what's going on first.
No, get him away from me.
I can't do that.
Get him away. Yes, you can.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
What's going on? Talk to me.
Please.
I'm here to help you.
Please. Why are you doing this?
Tell me what's going on.
They killed my brother. You're going to do this too.
What happened?
You're right along with them.
You're not telling me anything.
You're right along with them.
What's going on?
Nothing.
You hear what she said? You ride along with them. What's that song by KRS-One, Black Cop?
I was going to get donuts with my son. Like, what the?
Okay.
And then your officers don't know what the they're doing, because just because, even though my window was raised down, he decided to go bust my other window and get glass in my eye, and he raised the voltage on the taser. I'm 3 weeks pregnant. You think I want to be double tased twice?
Once she spots her 3-year-old son in the arms of Officer Dela Cruz, placing him in the police cruiser to await his grandparents' arrival, she immediately loses her cool again.
Don't let him get my child, please. Don't let him get my child. Don't let him get my child. Don't let him get my child.
We're trying not to let them see all this.
No! Don't let him get my child! child.
Put him in my car.
No.
You put him in my car.
He's in his car. He's fine.
Don't let him touch my baby. Don't let him touch my baby.
You won't let me.
I have a right over my child. Do not have a right over my child.
We're trying to protect your child from seeing all this.
I don't want him around my child. Well, can you handle my baby? Get him away from me. Get him away from me. You can get him away from me. Get him away from me.
Stop.
So the people in the comment section were saying that she's racist because she only wanted the black cop to touch her son. She did anyway. Yeah, it is what it is. They're the ones who initiated this, and if she doesn't want them around her child, that's her right, or it should be her right, even though she doesn't actually have rights.
Stop.
Please, please, stop. Away from me. No, get him away from me. Please, I don't want him by me. Please, he hurt me too much. Please, I don't want him by me. Please, get him away, please.
Relax.
You can get him away.
Relax.
But Janisha is either unable or simply unwilling to do so. Her behavior is only making her situation worse. Eventually, Officer Sears is forced to place her in the back of the squad car, though she continues to be uncooperative and to make demands of the officers.
I don't want him to hold my baby. I will put my foot.
Okay, relax.
No, where's my husband? Did y'all talk to him?
You won't calm down so we can do anything.
No, why you letting him hold my baby? I asked you for one day.
Because you won't let me.
Why you got my baby? Why you let a dude do this to me? Get my baby. Why you doing?
You gotta relax.
You get my baby. I don't want him to hold my baby. I have a right over my child.
Hey, your baby's going to your grandparents.
No. What?
At the end of the day, that's where he's going, so he's good.
No.
You don't need to be
I
upset no
don't
more.
want him to hold my baby. You understand what he did to my... Do you understand?
Listen. You need
Look at you
to
on the
talk to me,
ambulance.
but I don't want you yelling at me.
No, I'm not
I'm going to
yelling.
talk to you, but I don't want you...
Please.
So,
Please.
your kid's going to your grandma.
Please. Okay. You get him
So,
away
we
from
good
my
to go.
child. Where's my child? My child is in the car with the man. I just told you not to let him in.
Your child is fine.
My child is in the car with the man. I told you I didn't want him around. Y'all could keep him around him. I wish I would die. I wish I would die.
Janisha, I need you to sit back.
I can't sit back and see you tell me my baby is away from me. I don't want to sit back and see you get my baby to another.
If you sit
I
back,
didn't let you get him to any police
I
officer
will
around
take the
him.
child if you sit back in the car.
You're lying.
But you won't sit back in the car.
You're lying.
Okay, you want your child with him or you want him with me?
I want it with you, but please
That
don't
means
do
you're
this.
gonna ride with him.
Don't do this.
Okay, that means you're gonna ride with him. Okay? Because you're going to jail today. Point blank period.
Because if I sit right here, you're going to tase me like he did.
Why do I need to tase you?
Because I have my seatbelt on with him and he still tased me through my window.
I'm not going to tase you.
You're going to tase me just like he did. You're going to do the same thing.
No, ma'am.
He's lying. You're lying. No, why did he tase me though? Why? If I have my seatbelt, no, are y'all going to do something about it? Are y'all going to get on him?
All you have to do is sit down, and I'm going to walk straight over there. I need you to come in so I can
What
walk.
did you tell me? Is that photo card?
Look, I'm going to look into it.
But despite the officer's assurance that the incident will be reviewed, Janisha's state of hysterics continues.
It's going to be reviewed, so what? They're protected with qualified immunity, which translates into absolute immunity. There's limited circumstances that they violated clearly established law, but if they say that they acted in good faith, right? They could say that she was a threat, they thought she had a gun, whatever they could say. They're going to get off. They're going to get off. They almost always get off. So the fact that it's going to be reviewed means absolutely nothing.
Kill me, please.
Once you're inside the vehicle,
Kill me.
Y'all hear what she said? Kill me. Kill me. That's how miserable she is. This is what you're doing when you breed your children into hell. You're subjecting them to the government's authority, and you're making people miserable to the point that they actually want to die. It's not like she's crazy. That's what y'all want to say. Anybody who doesn't want to live, they're crazy. They just need to be committed. No. It's the government that's making us miserable.
Kill because you will spare me. You will really spare me.
So you didn't get the officer driver's license ID or nothing?
They didn't tell me nothing.
You hear this? She's telling them to kill her because that's how miserable she is. And all they care about is getting her damn driver's license because they still want to they want control. So really, when you look at it, that's the only way to opt out. There is no opting out when you're there. Getting a review, filing an appeal, none of that shit. People aren't going to fight the system, so shit like this is going to continue happening.
Okay, well, you're going to give Officer Sears that. Since you have a good rapport going with him, you're going to give him your information. Your grandparents, the kids' grandparents are coming. So
You don't want to talk to me. I don't want to talk to you.
Nisha, are you going to give me your
it's not a
information?
choice.
I will give you my information, but tell me that one
There
thing.
is no but. We're not right here.
Okay, well, I'll just be right
Okay,
here.
so check this out. If you don't want to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this out this vehicle. Because I don't care about this issue anymore. I'm trying to get you to jail. Your son, right now, he's okay. I can't go check on his level.
Can you check on my son?
No.
Can you check on my
I just
son?
checked on
I
him.
can't check on his
No,
well.
my baby in my stomach, please.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Please. My baby in my stomach, please.
Well, come on. Sit back. Why are you fighting?
Because y'all hate me. You're
Nobody's
gonna
hurt
chase
you.
me.
Just
You're
sit
gonna
down.
kill me. Why are you doing this? Are you gonna tell me what's going on now that the door is shut?
Are we going to put it...
No, are you gonna tell me? Are you gonna tell me? Tell me!
Let me tell you something. It's getting to the point that I don't even want to drive anymore because just getting on a road is going to subject you to harassment by the police. It's just economic terrorism. It's not even worth it anymore. It's just unfortunate that I work that is in a place that is not where I don't have access to public transportation. But I live in Dallas, but if I worked within the city limits, I don't even think I want to drive anymore. It's not worth it. This is the bullshit that you have to deal with.
Because now I might lose my child. Please. Please tell me what you have done there. Please. Don't do this. Don't just ignore me. You're going to make me hate the police even more than I do now. I look through y'all and y'all do this every time. Y'all treat us like we're dogs even though y'all are the same color as our skin. You let them walk over. You let them walk over.
Y'all hear what she said? Y'all treat us like dogs, even y'all got the same skin.
You let them save me. You let them bust my windows. You let them see me as a threat.
This continues for the duration of the ride to the station.
Are they going to do it? No, they're just going to arrest me and say I was violent and I did this and I did that. Is somebody going to guarantee me a new child if I lose my baby? Are y'all going to give me a new baby, please? Are you going to run the camera for this baby?
Let me see if I can go back a little bit because
You let them bust my windows. You let them see me as a threat.
This continues for
Please tell me what you have.
Sit back. Why are you fighting?
I hate the police even more than I do now. I look through y'all and y'all do this every time. Y'all treat us like we're dogs even though y'all are the same color as our skin.
did y'all hear her that time? They stopped her for speeding and they end up tasing her and doing all this other stuff. I mean, this is ridiculous.
You walk over, you let them walk over, you let them save me, you let them bust my windows, you let them see me as a threat.
This continues for the duration of the ride to the station.
Are they going to do it? No, they're just going to arrest me and say I was violent and I did this and I did that. Is somebody going to guarantee me a new child if I lose my baby? Are y'all going to give me a new baby, please? Are you going to run the camera for this baby?
No, they're not going to give her a new baby. They're not going to replace the windows they busted. They're not going to compensate for her time. They're not going to suffer any consequences. She is the slave. They're the masters.
After her transport, Janisha Lewis was booked at the City of Pearland Jail. She was charged with evading and resisting arrest and entered a subsequent plea of not guilty and was released on a $26,000 bond. The onlookers who'd been filming the altercation posted limited clips online where they gained initial attention for seemingly depicting excessive use of force, though the NAACP investigated and concluded that the Pearland police had followed
No, it's not the speeding that he. Okay, so they were going to arrest her for speeding, right? Which under the law, they're not supposed to arrest you for speeding. They're supposed to give you a notice to appear. As long as you sign a notice to appear, they're not supposed to arrest you. But it's not even okay. So they weren't supposed to arrest her in the first place because she was supposed to sign a notice to appear. But then they tacked on these other charges for resisting arrest when she wasn't. They shouldn't arrest her in the first place, because she was emotional or whatever. They decided to tase her and all. It's just harassment. It's just like once you're in their grasp, then they can tack on this extra shit. So you basically need to avoid them in the first place. You shouldn't drive. You shouldn't have any damn children. Maybe you should go live off the grid or something. But this is hell. This is no way to live. And when I talk about this stuff, I'm not exaggerating. This happens all day, every day. This is terrorism. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much the end of it. They threw her in a cage. Now she has to pay a bond. And her child was traumatized. I don't know what happened to the baby that she's carrying right now. But yeah, this is a real problem. And something needs to be done about it. It's not the federal government doing this. It's the state and local government, the police, the municipal courts. I don't know. I mean, I don't. But again, this is something that I focus on all the time, and I realize that we are in a complete state of tyranny. And then people think that I'm exaggerating. No, I'm not exaggerating. This is reality. So I'm going to end this live stream. I'm not going to be doing one tomorrow because I have other stuff to do, but I have other videos to review. So thank y'all for joining. I'll be back soon.